Hello again everybody, it's Iona here from Community Cycleworks. Today we're going to be joined by Seb and he is going to tell us about roadside repairs.
So if your brakes aren't working, chances are they've come undone, especially if they're V-brakes like this. So the thing to do is just start off checking the cable from the top, make sure that the ferrule's in the adjuster like that, and then you follow the cable down. And then when you get to the noodle here, this end part has to slot in from above, and it's got to sit in all the way. That way it's secure. So you might also have to undo your brake, especially if you've got big tyres and you've had a puncture or something, you need to take your wheel out. So this is it closed. To open it, it's the opposite. Push the two arms together and manoeuvre that little arm out the way. That's it. And then reconnecting it, same in reverse. So you might be riding along and your chain's fallen off. So pedals, nothing happening. Best way to put it back on, it usually falls off on the inside. So you just sort of hook it with a tool and bring it back round onto the chainring. And there we go. So you're riding along and you notice your handlebars slipping, they're moving a bit. So what you want to tighten is this pinch bolt there. Sometimes there's more than one. So we'll just line up the brake levers. Get that nice and tight. There we go. And that's nice and secure. Okay, so you might be rolling along and you've got this disconcerting knocking coming from the front. You feel it wobbling. That's your loose headset. So really you ought to get that fixed by bike shop or come here and use our tools. But meanwhile, while you're riding, you can turn this threaded cone down by hand and the top nut, and that should get rid of it, at least for a while. So what else could be loose? You know, you sorted the headset, but there's another rattle. So it's the front wheel. If you look here, it's really wobbly. Yeah. So what could cause that is just loose axle nuts. So we'll just tighten them up. First by hand, and then with the 15 spanner. Make sure you push down on the stem or handlebar when you do this, so that the axle stays centered. But now, so yeah, you've got a rattly front wheel, but instead of axle nuts, you've got a quick release. So the way to, if it's open like this, the way to close it is you just line it up. Make sure that the nut's the right tightness and then fold it in. If it's too loose, back it off, tighten the nut a bit more and clamp it down. And you see I was leaning on the handlebar to keep the wheel straight in the forks.